Hello, and on this next episode of the Quickview, I don't know why I wanted it like that. I'm going to be talking about Pirates 4 and 5. Not 1 through 3, because it's been a while since I've seen them, but I just watched. My wife really, really likes Pirates of the Caribbean. It's one of the only few movies that she likes that has violence in it, so of course I'm going to say yes to watching it. And I had a lot of thoughts about it because I think, honestly, when it comes to trilogies, like Pirates of the Caribbean has to be up there. It's probably one of the greatest trilogies of all time because every movie was at least decent, which is pretty hard to do. There really wasn't a huge drop off. I think one is the it's like Star Wars Episode 4 where no matter what you can always watch you can just watch Pirates 1 and it's good, but 2 is only good if you watch 1, if you get what I mean. You had to have watched 1 to make 2. I don't know. I just don't feel like I could just watch 2 because it ends on a cliffhanger and then you just have to watch 3 and 3's not as good as 2, but the scene though when Johnny Depp is they're literally going through a cyclone and he's spinning around and he's about to shoot Davy Jones is just sick as hell, man. I love that. But it's kind of weird that they ended it almost so perfectly where it just ends up exactly where you'd expect Jack Sparrow to end at. So it's odd that they even decided to make Pirates of the Caribbean 4. I really don't even get the whole point of it because it feels like after 3 it just kind of goes off the rails where everything they keep adding more and more and more. Even in this movie, in Pirates 1 it was literally just Dead Man's Chest. What was it? It was the gold made him immortal. That's like the whole deal. But in this one there's Jack Sparrow had a girlfriend, which was just kind of, and it's weird because this happens in this movie and then it happens in this movie where they add stuff that was supposed to happen in the original movies, but there's barely any time for that to have happened. There is a little break between 2 and 3, but like between 1 and 2, it's like negligible. There's no real, like, there's not enough time for them to have had, he had a daughter that he gave up. Like, wouldn't Jack have known that? It's just very strange. Um, Speaking of strange too, they had a lot of just dumb stuff that wasn't explained in 4 where like Davy Jones was clearly the reason why it was clearly because he was the harbinger to the underworld, and then in 4 it's just like, okay, this Blackbeard, he's got a magic ship now, then he can use ropes. Like, where did that come from? And it's never even explained, and even regardless of that, he's trying to find the Fountain of Youth, but he's got zombie powers. How does that make any sense at all? If he can create a zombie, wouldn't it make more sense for him to use his zombie powers to, not become a zombie? I mean, not to become dead. I mean, it just like it doesn't even make any sense. And then they introduce mermaids, and it's like it becomes a point where it's just ridiculous. Like, there's nothing that you can do. Jack Sparrow was literally in hell at the beginning of the third movie. There's nothing. There's literally just nothing else that you can do. Like, he went to hell. He can literally say that. I mean, it doesn't even with everyone from the first movie, they can all say that yeah, they were immortal at a certain point, like actually immortal. So that was just kind of dumb. I think the mermaid romance trying to set them up as you know, Will and Elizabeth, and then it's like, okay, well, they just get dropped at the end of the movie. So they're kind of out. And it's odd that Penelope Cruz is even there when she's just she's retconned in. Like, it's just weird that they would do that. You could make a sequel to Pirates of the Caribbean 3, but I don't know why it was just like, oh, it was Jack's girlfriend. It's like, who cares, I mean, Blackbeard being in the movie was cool. I like that, but it's just like they kept adding stuff, and there was just a whole bunch of retcons where it's like, why would he ever leave his super powered ship? Why didn't he use his rope powers more often? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why wouldn't he just use his rope powers when the mermaids are coming out? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I really did not like that. I don't like I didn't like that aspect of it. I thought the beginning sequence was actually really funny in 4, where he's just running across a bunch of things and just keeps on transferring. I thought that was really inspired, but it's like it's just some things just it's like when they made a sequel for Toy Story. It's like it ended at 3. You can't, like, when Quentin Tarantino says I'm never going to watch Toy Story 4, it's cuz like, yeah, what kind of point is there to watching Toy Story 4? It's the same thing with Pirates 4. It's like, yeah, Toy Story 4 wasn't a bad movie, but it's like what's the point? You know. And even so, like, yeah, I think this was actually a decent movie. I think it's a little bit below the rest of the trilogy, like a little bit. I don't think it's a bad movie. I don't think either of these are like egregious bad movies where you're gonna like absolutely hate your time. I just think they have to introduce like more and more and more stuff. Like at the end of the movie, I thought that this was supposed to be the end, because at the end of the movie they literally destroy every single thing that the sea has a curse on. And it's like, no, they were gonna make a 6th movie. How are they gonna make a 6th movie? It doesn't make any sense. And even like Salazar, he's a ghost. Like how? Like that doesn't even make any sense. It's just dumb. Like I don't get it. And even then, it's weird that they made him another. They introduced 2 prequel characters. He's a prequel character, like, and then she's a prequel character that he's his daughter. It's like that doesn't make any sense. It's just kind of dumb. I don't really like that. Um, I liked the movie. I just don't think a lot of that stuff is just so dumb. Like when Davy Jones in 2 was standing in a bucket of water so he could be on land, and of course I have to get a text right now. But it's like I just don't understand all that stuff that they, um, why would they even bother? Or it's like her being an astronomer. Oh, he also says spaghetti wolf in 5, and I was like, I mean, I know I'm like really nitpicking here. Spaghetti wasn't invented until like the 1800s, dude. How would he know that? And when does this take place for him to be able to say spaghetti wolf? Like spaghetti would have been so hard to even come across, man. It's just also he's dead. He's presumed dead. So when does this even take place? Is this like 10 years for you to be presumed dead, man? You have to literally be gone out of the public eye for like at least 5 years. And even then that's like really low. So, yeah, it's really weird. And then the whole point of the movie is they destroy every single curse that the sea could even have, and then they had a post-credit scene that they were going to fight Davy Jones. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how they could have ever even had a sequel to this. I don't know what it would have even been. But no, I think you should still just watch 1 through 3. And honestly, if you want to watch them, it's kind of like fun bonus material, but it's really not even. They don't hold up to the first 3 because it ends perfectly. I mean, it ends literally perfectly. He looks for the Fountain of Youth, and then there's nothing else. There's nothing else to say. That's it. It's also weird again that they kept just introducing prequel characters or like characters that have been there the whole time. It's just dumb. But they were good movies. So yeah, overall, I think if you want to watch them, just watch the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean. If you really are a Pirates of the Caribbean fanatic, watch the rest of them. But you don't have to. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that episode of the Quick View, and I hope you have a good one.